Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. I haven't done an alien abduction case in a while, so I figured I'd give you shoot one out to you here. This is the case, the 1967 case of Herbert Schirmer from Ashland, Nebraska. Now, the reason I do these cases like this is because the Navy last year announced that UFOs are indeed genuine; they're real. So if UFOs are real and if they're not from Earth, we don't know where they're from. But if they're not from Earth, it's possible that these alien abduction cases could be real. And if they are, we need to start paying attention to them because it's happening to a lot of people around the world, not just Americans, but all over the world. Go back out, check out some of my other videos. Now let's get to this one. December 3rd, 1967. That was shortly after I was born, August 1967. Anyway, December 3rd, 1967. Ashland, Nebraska. Patrolman Herbert Schirmer, he's a cop, was making his rounds at 2 a.m. He saw what he thought was a truck parked by the side of the road, red lights and that kind of thing. So he drove down to see if there was something wrong. And his headlights revealed a metallic, oval-shaped object hovering about 8 feet off the road. He watched it rise up with flames coming out from underneath, and it flew straight up and then shot out of sight. So he didn't think anything else about it, and he went and returned to the station, thinking that only 10 minutes had passed. Turns out it's actually 3 a.m., and a whole hour had gone by. So there's a missing time element. So go back and check out my other videos on alien abduction phenomena, things like that. You'll talk about missing time. Later, he developed a red welt on his neck and a headache, and he began to feel ill. Later on, under hypnosis, he revealed that after he had spotted the object, his car died and his radio went silent. A white object emerged and communicated mentally with him. It prevented him from drawing his gun, which he obviously wanted to do. At work, I carry a .357 Magnum, and Mr. Alien comes at me. Yeah, he's got to go through 6 rounds of that first. Steel jacketed hollow points. At any rate, the aliens apparently were friendly, so that's a good thing. They drew energy from the power lines, and according to him, they had a base on Venus. Now, that in and of itself sounds a little flaky until you realize there's another man named Jaime Maussan who has all kinds of pictures of what appear to be extraterrestrial craft in our solar system doing various things. So, after watching some of Jaime Maussan's stuff that he's got on video, that he got from NASA and people like that, it kind of, this doesn't sound so flaky no more. Anyway, this event was investigated, and the Condon Committee concluded that they had no confidence that it really happened. The psychologists felt that Schirmer believed in the reality of the events he described, but they had no actual evidence that it happened. Well, the red welt didn't do anything for him, apparently. Later on, Schirmer became the police chief, but he resigned after 2 months because he said he was being ridiculed by the townspeople, and his car was dynamited, and his wife left him. So this guy had some serious life problems besides somebody dynamiting his car. Schirmer's accounts appear in 2 books called Gods, Demons, and Space Chariots, and another one called Gods and Devils from Outer Space. At least one of those books is by Eric Norman. The article that I read wasn't real clear as to exactly who wrote what, but at least one of those is by a man named Eric Norman. So check out those books if you get the opportunity. This case to me was fascinating because it was a police officer. Police officers are not known. I mean, it's one thing to say a cop planted evidence on a that happens, but that is for personal gain. Cops that report UFOs, there's no personal gain in that. This guy actually suffered for it. So, you folks have a good day. God bless one and all.